Hello, hello. Here. Give me 1 second and we'll... Alright, I am ready to game. The quotes on the stream title are gone now. Yeah. They're still in the text underneath the game window, though. But no, I really did enjoy my first day of this demake quite a lot. I was very impressed by all the custom work and the graphical presentation, the UI, the character art, lots of stuff, and the gameplay is fine for now. I don't have any strong opinions on the gameplay, positive or negative yet. I'm just kind of going through it and enjoying. No sort of inventory management really have to do. Just go right into Chapter 6. Presumably, we're going to go get Python, Clive, and Forsyth soon. Maybe I have to do a filler chapter before that? That's where we're heading. I think there's a filler chapter. So, am I not getting the 11 sword? Because you get the 11 sword by exploring a fort somewhere in part 1. I thought you got it around the same time you got Claire. You get 11 sword, you could use it like right here before you go to the Deliverance Hideout. I like how there's a canonical explanation here that Pegasi aren't native to Valentia and you have to import them from Arachnia, and they're like super expensive and super hard to get. And you can just promote Faye into a Pegasus Knight. Zero explanation, they just let you do that. Like Backwater grew up on a farm girl can just have a flying horse. I mean, a horse wouldn't be too unusual to her. The flying one? We're hashing out the details on how she got that, but you know. Is this game going to be full deploy the entire way, or are they going to have to put me down? Because in Echoes, it kind of like lets you full deploy. Outside of dungeons where it's 10. Okay, so it looks like having loot... Maybe this is how we get the 11 sword. Maybe the 11 sword was moved to be a chest in a playable map. And that's how they're going to add loot to the map design in this game. When you play Echoes, there's like no loot when you're out on the maps. You get it because you explore. This map looks new. I don't really recognize this as like an Echoes map. It definitely looks different. It looks cool enough, I guess. Kind of funny how the boss is right in front of me, and I'll have to be like, wait, no, let's not fight, I have something else to do, I have to go get this. It looks like I can actually fly, or even walk over to the left. There's an alternate path here. There's a lot of terrain in the way, but I can take an alternate path. These archers have a... Okay, so iron bows, so I should watch out. This could hurt Claire pretty badly. There's a javelin here that's kind of inconvenient. But I could maybe do some rescue dropping to be able to give good mobility to any unit. Because there's no need to send everyone up into the center. We could have Claire ferry units to the left as well, and take on the map from two sides. I'm not sure, okay. What do you mean by skirmish maps? Are they, is that some other map in some other Fire Emblem that's being reused, or I really don't know what you mean, actually. Anyway, let's save, let's play it. Alright, a lot of guys up front. This threatens a lot of damage if we don't take out a couple of these on player phase. This guy just has free range, so if we don't move too far forward, he doesn't threaten us too badly. We could maybe kill this soldier at range and not be in the range of a ton of enemy retaliation. Okay, well Tobin's kind of perfect here. Hey Doomy. Not really a good Tobin level up, but his growths are low and we've been really blessed up until now, so I can't complain. He's also getting pretty close to Excalibur. Someone told me they thought it was level 6, and I want to choose to believe that because I like the world where we get Excalibur quickly. Okay, we don't do very much damage with physical units. But Lucas's Alm, you're pretty bulky, right? 7? How much do you take? He takes a 6 from this guy. Can he take hits from like basically everyone? Ooh, that Javelin guy's pretty strong actually. There's a lot of people indoors. Looks like going too far forward would be a mistake here. There's a lot of threats. Let's hang vaguely back. We could maybe get multiple hits on the soldier if we do some rescue dropping. We could always go in and have Claire grab a character and then maybe deposit them off to the left afterwards. Like we could have Lucas soften him up. Do a couple hits with the Iron Lance. Then we can pick him up and we'll go deposit him to the left side of the map and use him there and take this on from multiple angles. And now we can use Alm, we can use Gray, we can use Cliff. Cliff is pretty close to a level up. Let's, well, I guess we can soften him up and then go for the finishing blow of Alm. Any good level? Speed, defense, HP? Sure, good level. Physics sounds good as well, yeah. Alright, well I have to use the sword, because the Iron Sword gets weapon try. Oh! Alm is the master of these low percent crits. He's been getting a lot of those. Defense? I'll take defense. Alright, well let's nab some of this free healing EXP wherever we see it. You can use the fountains if you go back. Okay. So basically, I just stressed myself out really hard in Chapter 3 trying to do everything when that was more of an optional challenge rather than a requirement. I don't regret how I played Chapter 3. I had a lot of fun doing it that way. But I wouldn't recommend everyone try that, because it was pretty tricky. Dang. Shouldn't have moved Gray there, otherwise... Well, you would just run the Javelin at Alm or something, and wouldn't have gone on Tobin's 1-2 range. Chapter 3 had the Mila statue for promotion, as well as the fountains for stat boosters, but it was a 7-turn limit defend chapter, so it was very challenging for me to promote all my villagers, like, you know, like Tobin, Cliff, Gray, etc., while also fighting off the enemies and also trying to give the speed fountain to my characters. It was a very busy chapter. I want to bait some of these Cavaliers to turn around, and like I can deposit Lucas on the forest. He can take some hits. He has a pretty good defense. Now, I imagine this mercenary is really hard to double. 12 speed is enormous, actually. Tobin 1-rounds soldiers, so we can let him keep doing that. It's really efficient. He's just good, honestly. Now we have a lot of units available to help take out the mercenary here. No hope of doubling, but we can do a pretty reasonable chip if we hit, which we do. Probably 2 more hits will do it. That's not too bad. We'll heal Gray and move him up for the finishing blow. Yeah, level up. Lank. I guess her defense at 10, or I mean at 6, was like unusually high for her level, and she just kind of stopped getting these plus level ups. I like that I misspoke because at 10 defense. That would be truly absurd. Imagine if she had 10. Even just having 6 on a cleric is pretty good. Okay, we can send the Campha to the left to walk over these mountains, because her end goal anyway is to get to that treasure chest. Man, Gray gets chunked hard. He'll survive this bow, though. The reason that soldier did so much damage is the soldiers are stronger than the archer. See, the archer only did 7, while the soldier hit, like, what, 13? Okay, Lucas is holding up well against the horses, but he's trading blows evenly. Looks like they have really high stats, so we're kind of just trading even hits here. That's fine. We'll work him down. Let's advance. Man, hard not to have Tobin kill everything. He's just so strong. I'm not complaining. I do appreciate how strong Tobin is. We can 4 range. That's impressive. Not like we can do much with it. We're still not fast yet. Let's heal Gray and all. And does this archer move? How bulky is Cliff? Not very. He only has a 4 defense. Presumably this boss stands still though. He does. So we can take 2 hits and survive with Cliff. They don't threaten very much damage. So it's okay if this archer attacks us afterwards. I'll chip down the archer. That's the harder enemy to kill right here because he's going to be staying from far away. As opposed to this guy we can fight up close. Let's be outside the boss's range. And let's be very wary of the range of this javelin horseman. Don't want anything unexpected to happen. How's Claire hold up into these enemies? She doubles them, which is really good. She doesn't take that much damage either. And if we're fighting from this tile, we're not also in range of the archer and the mercenary. We'll be in range of this archer. That's when I would start to wonder if Claire gets killed by 3 hits. She has 5 defense. So that archer hits her for a 6. So we've got a 6. An 8. That's 14. Another 6. That's exactly 20. Leaves her with 1 alive. Makes me paranoid though, like if I do my calculations wrong, would she still survive? So. Just out of, yeah, I'm gonna move her like here. So she won't have to fight so many things at once. I'm aware that Tobin has a bad speed growth, but Excalibur only weighs 1, and because mages have... Okay, well it's not the same in this game. The speed ring could be given to anyone. I was thinking of the speed ring in my head as like a mage exclusive item, because you only have 1 inventory slot in Echoes typically, so you have to fill that inventory slot with a weapon on any weapon using character, but mages can use rings. So in my head I was thinking that mage rings are like mage items, and there's like a +10 speed ring that you can give to a mage, and that's pretty good. But maybe it'll be good on Tobin anyway, because maybe magic is really strong in this demake. Because if we can't forge weapons, maybe magic is just really good. Maybe magic is strong. Okay, let's beat up this javelin. We can also sneak past and beat up the archer. Right, I forgot! Claire can ghost through walls. I'm not used to that yet. That's a bit weird. I'm still not used to the ability to do that. It kinda throws me off. Maybe I'll adjust to it eventually. Well, Gray's not doing very much damage. Let's chip so that Claire can kill that archer for us. And she... Oh... She's not going to be in range, right? Because we can attack from this side. I just said seconds ago that I'm not used to the idea that I can fly through walls like this, and then like a goldfish, 5 seconds later, I forget I can fly through walls. It's so hard to adjust to. The regular lance does the job. Never mind. The regular lance has not done the job, but she is not punished for it because she's not really particularly threatened. The bow shot does 6, brings her down to 10 HP. How hard does Javelin hit her? Javelin does less than 10 damage, does 8. So even though she missed the archer, she survives with a 2 HP worst case scenario. I'm not concerned. It was scary, yes, but not a lethal mistake. I have no vulnerary on the Cantha. But Lucas is making a wall, so we can just go back here. And we're safe for the moment. There's a Seize Throne, so it looks like it's okay if I want to kill the boss. Because yeah. It's really hard to get anything done with weapon-based units, because like, look at Ulm. If we use the sword, we hit 2 4s. It's pretty unimpressive, right? If we use the iron sword, well, we have weapon triangle disadvantage, so we barely gain any power. It's like kind of difficult to get anything done with Ulm. And then you look at Tobin. And that's an early game carry right there. I mean, that's just a world of difference. These enemies have 7 more defense than res on soldiers. Let's check archers. It's less extreme. Some of these enemies have res. It's mostly just really extreme on the soldiers, which have high defense and no res. I guess because soldiers are a precursor to armor knights. That kind of makes sense. But wow, having an early game mage with a little bit of a front-loaded speed seems very valuable. It's not a big deal if Silk gets shot by an arrow, right? You don't get doubled or anything. Yeah, you can take one arrow to the face. Just let's be really careful about the javelin. Silk would die to an arrow and the javelin, guaranteed. You felt that almost, Roy. The double lion's pretty good. Once you get the falchion, double lion's like a brave plus damage weapon art. That was pretty strong. Looks like we have a support conversation. So if I move Faye here, she gets she's threatened by the archer and the javelin, but that's okay because she has 6 defense. She's actually pretty sturdy. That's more defense than Claire. With the bond ring from Engage as the main characters. So real for saying that. How's Olm hold up into the boss? Terribly. Just pathetic. I mean, we could just do it for, like, EXP gain, because we're not doing anything else, so we get some combat EXP. It's not really effective at damage, but, like, we're not using this turn for anything else. Oh, 3 EXP, we're gaming. 3 was less than I was expecting, actually. Man, Olm was the king of low percent crits. We got more than 3 EXP that time. Is the EXP being determined by damage dealt? Is that in the formula? Huh. I'm missing a lot of these high percent hit rates too, which is crazy because I turned on the GBA style true hit. I'm still missing a lot of these. I can't afford to attack because I die the 2 8s. That's a shame. I can always move back and get healed, though. That seems fine. Right, I can move through the walls! I can just ghost through the wall. This mobility advantage is pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie. This guy's an iron bow, so that, like, it would suck to fight that guy. It's like Claire isn't strong enough to abuse her incredible mobility, but maybe she'll get strong. Her growths seem exceptional, honestly. Outside of HP, her HP growth is terrible. But outside of that, her growth rates look really high. And this mobility advantage is like, I mean, look at this! Nothing stops her. If she becomes strong, I feel like she'd be insane because of her ability to just teleport through walls like that. That seems like really good. For a heal. Tobin can just obliterate any soldier known to man. He's so good. Oh, big EXP too for a boss kill. Yeah, our Tobin level up luck has vanished. His growths are terrible, but we'll get Excalibur soon, and Excalibur is really good. I like how that was basically just another way of Faye saying Cliff's like, oh joy, we can die on the same lance together. Hey Juniper! Yeah, get your stuff done. Thank you for saying hi though, I appreciate it. I would never count Tobin out. Don't worry. Tobin's our boy. We're full in on Tobin stonks. We're Tobin gaming. I'm not gonna seize because we have some stuff to do. Campha got kind of trapped though. She doesn't have a vulnerary and she's really weak. She has 4 defense and not very much HP, so we weren't able to move to the chest. Okay, so because Claire is only level 2 and she seems to have the pretty exceptional growths, I want to try and set up some kills for her. It does leave her in iron bow range, but I don't think she dies to the iron bow. It's effective against archers, but the base might is so low that it can only threaten 4 extra damage to an archer, right? So what's she gonna take? 10 damage? She's fine. Let's just set up some chip. Let's fail to set up some chip. And I can actually block, so the mercenary won't also go on to Claire and cause a lot of damage. Oh, set up some chip. How much damage can you do? You can do a 5. How much can we do with Claire? Pretty low, at most 10. We need 6 damage. Can you do 6 damage? You're bad. Okay. What if we also use Gray? Well, that blocks the melee range. Surprisingly... Oh, Gray's faster than Alm. Gray can do good chip. The problem is that Gray will die a horrible death. Unless Alm shoves him. Because Alm has shove. So if Gray chips, we can set up a kill for Claire. And then, oh, well, he just dodged anyway. My tactics, they mean nothing! Get the kill. I think archers should be called fartchers and make fart noises when they shoot arrows. Yeah, I think you're cooking with that one. We'll let you have that. I think you're onto something. Gray did simply dodge. I shoved him anyway to kind of illustrate what I was going to do, because now he's out of archer range, and we didn't move? Oh, a Cantha! Wait. Person who's gonna open the chest. She moves over forest really effectively. She's taking... Does she have no terrain penalty? Obviously she has a terrain penalty with, like, peaks. But mountains and forests? Okay, there must be a mountain penalty, I think, but there's, like, no forest penalty. That's interesting. That's a cool nature unit. Let's go Lucas. Okay, I took 17 from that bow, which was far more than I thought I was going to take. Now, my calculation here is I saw 11 attack, and I saw the 2 might iron bow, so in my head I thought, okay, the iron bow's 2 might will triple the 6, and he'll threaten 17 damage. Then we have, you know, 5 defense. But we took a 17, which is a lot. So why did we take 17 damage? Let's try and think of reasons we could have taken 17 damage. How's the calculation work, then? Maybe, because my second theory is that maybe instead of doing traditional effective damage, it, like, doubled what he was going to... I have no idea. It looks like these are very effective against flyers, though. Taking a 17 was super alarming. Maybe it's like 5x might or something on these, because the bows can't be forged, so their base might has to be tripled or like quintupled or something to make it actually like meaningfully effective against flyers. Yeah, okay, I couldn't think of a calculation besides maybe it's 5x. Do you think it's like a penta like multiplier here? Do you think the bow was 10 might and he had 11 attack, and then it was like 21 minus 5? No, that's still not 17. You're right, there is no calculation. Any multiplier is an even number, you're completely correct. I have literally no idea how the math works. I am good and mystified. Tobin cleans house. It could be a flat damage buff. You double with the bow, you do not. How much do we need for Claire to get a kill? Let's leave Lucas there and just heal Claire, and then the guy will have 4 HP. We can just simply run over and get another Claire kill and start feeding her, because she seems really good. Well, Cliff, we didn't let you study magic, sorry. Damn, Cliff's kind of a dick. Maybe they'll get along better and supports. Okay. Well, Alm needs to seize the throne soon, so go back. We'll just leave Cliff there. Or, not Cliff, but, Lucas. Get 10 more damage. Move in, Claire. Get Claire kills. Ironically, we haven't really sped up. Oh my god, we can sit on the walls like this, it's so silly. It didn't take us forever to get to this chest in the end. Well, while we're spending another turn getting the chest, we can just heal. Nothing else to do. We'll just spend the turn on it. I accidentally Nosferatu the wall, which was not in fact a way to get healing EXP. What's in the chest? The Levin Sword! Yes! I was hoping we get it here, because I was just talking about how in Echoes you get it when you get Claire, so I was thinking that they would put the Levin Sword in this chest. Oh, so that's gonna be 15 flat. Like, it's gonna overwrite your strength value and just do 15 flat magic damage. That's really, really strong early on. Because as we've seen, Alm and Grey are doing terrible damage this chapter, so we can give this to Alm or Grey and they'll be pretty strong. Grey has 10 speed, which is good because this weapon is heavy. So he'll have 7 speed, which means he'll probably still double enemies. Maybe not all of them, but some of them. Like, he can double soldiers and fight them. Cavaliers, he'd probably single hit. But yeah, 15, that's really good. It attacks res. You checked. Effective damage is free X might plus 5. Interesting. Okay. I think that would actually... that would track. Because if we redo the math one more time, that archer that hit Claire had 11 attack, the bow was 2 might, so 17 with the free X weapon damage multiplier, then add a flat 5, we were up to 22, Claire had 5 defense, that is 17, math checks out. Thank you for telling me how it works. Cool, we can end the chapter now. Let's get one more heal EXP and then we'll seize. Any supports? Did we get our supports? Okay, support seem gotten. Cavaliers are really fast, yeah. We saw a 7-speed and a 6-speed Cavalier. Technically one had 8, but it was weighed down by the javelin, so I counted it as 6. Hi, Fernand. Right, I'm afraid he's a dickhead. Man, this guy sucks. You have to promote Fernand in the hideout and you get... he's playable? There's like a bonus? Okay. How long is he playable? Because he leaves the moment that Alm becomes the leader of the Deliverance, which I thought was in the hideout next chapter. Okay, so they give you Fernand. Oh, I forgot that Fernand had the sad backstory where he hates peasants like peasants killed his family or something. There's like a whole thing. Oh, there's a chapter before the hideout. Okay. Let's get that Levin Sword rolling. Who has Levin Sword? Hello. Okay. Now we're cooking. We got the Levin Sword. Nothing else to do. I know the general plot of Echoes, I just didn't know that Fernand would have a Gaiden chapter in the remake. He is a force deploy, he's level 6, let's look at his stats. He has some built-in supports with Clive, Claire, and Matilda. Claire support is not huge, but not bad. So which one? So between avoid and dodge, I'm assuming avoid is like hits, dodge is for crit avoid. Technically, this game exclusively is guide. Okay, well, you're funny. I don't want to give Fernand an Iron Lance or anything, because he's probably going to run off with it. I know he's a temporary unit. Looks like we have a snag. Ooh, ballistas? Jesus Christ. Hey, are ballistas still effective against flyers? Because I feel like Claire's, kind of like safe space in this chapter is a little bit limited by the everything. I could put her on village duty. She could, like, go north and go hit the village and then Kanto out. So, she has a job. Could we just kill this guy? He's annoying. We can 4-range him from this tile, cliff, or 2-range him from the northern bridge. He has 4 speed. Can Cliff double him? Cliff, you have 7 speed. So if we use the, not the iron bow, but the bow, how much damage can we do to this guy? We can hit 6s. We can kill him over 2 turns with Cliff from 4 range. That seems pretty good. Let's do that. Maybe we can also combine our power with Claire. Because Claire can fly here and kill. How much damage can Claire do? She can do a lot of damage, right? Yeah, she can do a little damage. She can do 2 7s with the Iron Lance. So what we can do is, we can have someone like Alm or Tobin move Cliff forward 1 tile, and he can move 1, 2, 3, 4, and hit from 4. And then Claire just needs to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, hit, and kill. And then we can turn 1, take care of this ballista. Do we die to this? It's an iron bow. We can survive 1 hit from an iron bow. Iron shield is a pretty good item. I do like that item. Okay, let's kill this ballista turn 1 and make good use of a player. Let's put Tobin up close. He's pretty strong. He's a good unit. Gray has 11 swords, so he's a good unit too. Okay, let's save. Let's go. Did I get a steel lance? No? I do not, in fact, have a steel lance. Am I supposed to have a steel lance? I think you get steel lance in the Deliverance Hideout when you, or something similar to that, at some point, Act 1 in Echoes, but... I'm gonna kill that ballistician. Fernand, I have fought so much further than you. Okay, so... that's 2 7s as we fought. We just need to get Cliff closer. Oh, Cliff isn't gonna double off the iron bow, is he? But ballistas don't hit 1 to 10, they hit 3 to 10. The reason this guy threatens all these tiles is because the rest of the tiles are threatened by his bow. So it's still safe to... There's also this guy. I was so pumped to turn 1 kill the ballista. And I kind of wasn't thinking about the fact that the regular bow doesn't have 4 range, so I have to use the iron bow, which is too heavy. And now I'm short 2 points of damage to kill, so I have to wait a turn. Well, that's a bummer. If we're have to mull around anyway, I can probably survive one ballista shot, then get healed. So let's just break down this barrier. Hello, Revenge. One EXP for Fernand. Getting him to level 7 sounds kind of hard then. For that supposed guiding chapter. How many kills would he need with that? He doesn't look like he's really gaining EXP. Okay, for the love of God, Cliff, please. Oh! He mounted the ballista and lost attack speed. Cool. And that is a Cliff kill. We're Cliff Gaming. Now we can go hit the village. That's a hand axe? That's a hand axe. He's pretty strong, pretty high attack. Let's be wary. Let's just end our turn on that village tile, not try and Kanto anywhere. Awesome. Okay. That is a great find. That Steel Lance is a massive damage increase. We need that might. Claire gets a lot of speed, so she needs a weapon that does damage. Alrighty, okay. Well, that's a good start. We are getting overwhelmed on the right side. How strong are these horsemen? They're too fast to double with Tobin, which means they're probably too fast to double with Ray. Because we have 7 speed with 11 sword. Wow! These are some pretty tough enemies. Their mobility advantage completely crushes us as well, but they don't do very much damage to Tobin. So we're gonna have to rely pretty heavily on Tobin to start chipping them down to where other units can fight them. Because we have to pull back here. They're strong. They're gonna overwhelm us pretty easily. They even don't take that much of a movement penalty for moving through forest. I thought that would, you know, hurt them a little bit more, but maybe I can form a bit of a wall. We can, go here with 11 sword. Then we can, put Fernand here, and we'll not attack because he'll die, but then we're safe to move a healer up and behind him and get him a heal, and then hopefully for the forest he won't explode. It would be better to have Lucas there, but he's too far away right now, because I put Fernand on the front line trying to get him EXP. So we'll just have to hope he comes through. I was looking if I could trade him a Vulnerary. Can he trade, grab a Vulnerary and Kanto, and then no, he can't do all that and then use it in the same turn. So that's also not going to happen. We just have to heal him and then hope he holds out. It's really bad because he's in range of the archer. So there's a lot of people that can hit him. It makes me want to lure one of these enemies onto a Cantha here, so that there's an extra, like, one less enemy that's hitting, like maybe Fernand. Leave a Cantha there and let her get attacked by a Cavalier. You can trade use and Kanto? Okay. Hold out, Fernand. He didn't get any dodges in those first 2 hits. I was hoping he'd evade. He evaded, okay. He's doing fine. The archer will hit him, but he's doing okay. Okay, good Levin sword damage from Gray. Five enemies alive, what can we do? Gray can probably kill the weakened one, that's probably pretty good. They're unbelievably difficult to cause any serious damage to, but we could definitely form a complete wall if we add Lucas to it. And then it's probably safe to fight these enemies within a kind of like a wall format here. We can box in this one. That'll be a way to use Alm, and then we can have my other units be keeping the wall solid. Now we just need to heal the people who got hurt. Definitely want to kill this one. Levin sword can attack, speed, defense. Gray, my beloved. Yeah, I bet Acantha would easily get enough speed to do well with Levin sword. I can absolutely see that. I just never got her any level ups. She has not been in combat. But yeah, there's no need to have like an early mercenary for Levin Sword when you can use this character instead. That makes a lot of sense. So as always, we are perpetually Tobin gaming. One of the few people that can do good damage to these, I don't care if Faye or Silk takes one arrow, none of these enemies have ranged weapons, so it's okay to remain, like, in this wall in its current shape. Even a Cantha can... Wait. Okay, so Acantha's out of range of the archer. It's safe to keep her there in her current position. She'll only get hit by the Cavalier. So we're doing okay. We can keep this wall up. I could have attacked with Fernand first. That was a misplay. Because now I just kind of want to wait on him. Unless I cause a lot of meaningful chip. Like, if I hit a 6 here, then I don't. I was about to say Fernand could go in for the follow-up, but I think we're as we are, the whole wall down there just wants to end turn. Claire might be in over her head. Kind of. She's doing okay, but the hand axe is kind of... Ooh. The hand axe is really scary. She's taking a... If we have weapon trial disadvantage, we take an 8 and then a 12. That's livable. It's livable. But we have to focus on getting away. But since we can survive it, I suppose that we can enemy phase the close range axe at least. Which weapon do we want to enemy phase with? I guess the regular lance is reliable. I'll just hold position. Tobin. These circumstances have been pretty rough. I've not seen an opportunity to easily get Fernand to level 7 for the Gaiden. But it's stabilizing. The number of enemies is reducing. Claire's pretty hurt. Okay, we're at the point where Gray can finish off the Cavalier. He is by far the best at doing that. That's good. Giving him a boss kill does sound smart, yeah. Cliff can maybe kill, actually. Okay. Cliff is also good at chipping down the hand axe because he can outrange. That's actually really nice, because we can give this kill to Alm. I could have used the Iron Sword to reduce my incoming damage slightly. Actually no, because the weapon triangle there would have been one-sided. Oh wow, Tobin 1 rounds as Archer, that's so convenient. Tobin, you are chef's kiss. Iron Shield, good item. I don't want to necessarily lose speed on Tobin right now, but the Iron Shield would be... We could give it to Claire. Claire's pretty fast. Claire has speed to spare. And she has a bulk problem. I bet Iron Shield would be pretty fantastic on her, right? Let's do it. Let's do Iron Shield Claire. Okay, well who else is fighting right now? Obviously Lucas is right nearby, so this is a pretty good hit. Be wary about this guy's hand axe range. It's gonna be an issue, maybe. Fernand does not kill. Interesting. I bet Claire can kill with the Steel Lance. Claire can likely kill with the Steel Lance. That's like a 99% chance of working because I have a GBA style true hit. Out of paranoia, I'll save state just because, like, if I lose that, I'm going to cry. Okay. More speed. We'll use that speed to equip the Iron Shield for sure. I could have traded it this turn, actually. I could have grabbed it, even. Let's apply some chip onto the hand axe. How about the Iron Bow? That's good damage. Cliff is coming into his own. Can Fernand kill? Only 10 EXP. We'll definitely have to give Fernand the boss kills if we want to reach level 7 on him for this Gaiden chapter I've been hearing about. So we'll give him boss kills. Alright, I think we got through it. This chapter was pretty scary, actually. We had a lot of aggressive enemies, but we got the village a while back, and the entire aggressive amount of enemies is, they're gone. We have dealt with them. Let's start healing our units. What kind of weapon does this guy use? An iron axe. Nothing special. Let's just bring him towards us. I have to prioritize Fernand gaming to make sure he hits level 7. So we'll let Fernand fight here. That was a very, very weighted level up on Faye right there. That was attack, that was speed, and that was defense. She's bulky. Faye is remarkably quite bulky. Hello. The other iron weapons do not lower speed, but the iron axe does. Huh! Maybe it's to make these enemies weaker and easier to fight at this point of the game. It has the same damage and accuracy of the iron sword, and it looks like it also has the same damage and accuracy of the iron lance, but it weighs more. Is Faye the bulkiest villager? 40 defense is pretty high. It's more than Tobin. Lucas is not a villager. More than Gray. Wait, Cliff is 40 defense too? I wouldn't know, he hasn't been gaining any. Well, that's just how random growths go. Good to know that Cliff will hopefully gain some more beef. He's been kind of fragile. The iron bow lowers speed, yeah, but the iron bow is a different weapon when compared to the melee weapon triangle. It's just fundamentally a different archetype. Well, I guess you would use the iron axe for weapon triangle advantage, because there's weapon triangle in this game. Because that gives you a better accuracy, more evasion, and also the, just more damage, right? There's a lot of lance enemies in, Echoes, so if you add weapon triangle to it, wouldn't axes be, like, the best weapon type? Like in a vacuum. Ignore the stats on the iron axe, just like in terms of the enemies you will fight, will usually have a lance, I think. So an axe would be the best on the weapon triangle perspective. So giving it one weight to balance that, that makes sense to me. I can see that. It's also not trivial to get a unit that can even use axes, because I have to promote people into classes that can use them. I don't think I have an axe fighter on this route. I'm told Atlas was turned into an axe fighter because he's a woodcutter and that kind of fits thematically, but I think I would need to use some sort of knight or general to get axes on this route. I will disagree. I think fighting lances in FE6 makes axes excellent. I am an axe apologist. So many enemies in FE6 in the second half of the game use lances. The units that promote into axes like paladins and heroes perform fantastically. It was actually a huge part of my FE6 no damage taken run, was axes. Actually, you know what? Let's edit that statement. Not just late game, early game too. My Marcus in my FE6 no damage taken run hit S rank in axes, from E to S on Marcus, and that guy fell off. I switched to Lance. Lance went from E axes to S. 2 paladins, S axes, no damage taken. I'm an axe apologist. I do genuinely like them though. I think people are very critical with axes in FE6, when I think that axes in FE6 are good. I think that the axe units, like Lot and Wade, have problems in the early game, and it gave people a unfair perception. Also, the steel axe is a bad weapon. I think it's the fact that the steel axe is a bad weapon, and lot and weight are bad, and the hammer and the halberd are difficult to hit with. People are definitely have this idea that the axes aren't good. I think the axes are good. I like axes in FE6. I will defend them. I have defended them. I mean, I think my no damage taken run is at least a defense on axes. I think I've walked the walk, in addition to just you know, yapping. Let's I want Fernand and Claire to get EXP, right? Because I need Fernand to be level 7. So we'll have Claire. Does Claire double if she has 9? Okay, she can't double with the Steel Lance right now. It's 2 AS to double. If every FEU had Dorcas, no, okay. I don't know where you're getting at with that, but I'm gonna let you spit. Alright, how much chip do we need for Fernand to get a kill? We need to get him really low. We need to be pretty precise with the HP here. I think Gray hits a 12. Right? Perfect. Thank you, Gray. Okay. Let's get this kill, Fernand. That's good EXP. We're making good progress to level 7 for the Paladin. Let's throw out another Cavalier onto Gray. Perfect. Okay, this one has more res. So another Gray chip will bring him down to, bring her down to 2 HP, and then Fernand can clean house. Oink. Okay, good progress. Good progress. I wish that bows on warriors in the GBA games weren't so bad. Because bows are already kind of like a struggle weapon type, especially in FE7 where they only have +2 effectiveness. And then you promote a warrior into bows, and I think they get like E rank. And it's like, congratulations, you can use the iron bow. Okay? Or maybe the hand axe? Like, what's the point of the iron bow? At least if, like, warriors promoted into a steel bow, that would be an actual effective weapon with some punch. Maybe it could, like, you know, hurt a flyer, but it's still got problems because the bows are only 2x effectiveness in FE7. Is it true that the Japanese release of FE7 has free X effective weapons? I heard that once. I never confirmed it. But it makes a lot of sense, because a lot of the effective weapons in FE7 are notoriously bad, because their might just isn't high enough to get anything done. It's a really clumsy change if it's true, because if you look at Hector hard mode, there's a lot of, like, early game Pegasi, and the niche that Rebecca and Will are supposed to have is being able to fight them, but they can't take them down. Like, it's not just like the early chapters, like Hector Mode Chapter 12 with Pegasi that Rebecca can't handle, but also the Lyn chapter, where you recruit Lyn, and like there's Lyn, Will, Kent, and Sane in the corner. Will's steel bow is, you know, probably meant to take care of those pegs in one shot, and he can't do it! He can't one-shot them with his steel bow. It's like super embarrassing. Do you guys think that if there is an FE7 rebalance patch, do you think it would be appropriate to add 3x effectiveness back in, just so units like Rebecca and Will function as intended? What kind of unintended consequences would that have? Do enemies use effective weapons? Are there effective weapons that would be particularly good in the player's hand, like Horse Slayers? I haven't played FE7 in a while, so I don't have like an opinion on this right now. The Wolf Beetle. I mean, yeah, the Wolf Beetle is pretty good, but it's 30 uses, so it can only be good for so long. You only get one of them. It's like the highest might of the common effective weapons. I think it's like 10 might. Manny Caddy, right, that would be a nice Lyn buff, because I think that Lyn is, like, kind of a sad unit, because she has, like, a strength deficiency and a defense deficiency. So the only thing that Lyn has going for her is that she has the Manny Caddy and a kind of a force deploy on a lot of chapters, but otherwise she has, like, kind of a late promotion and, like, a couple flimsy stats. So making the Manny Caddy better would be a cool way to make Lyn have more, carve out, like, more reason to use her over a different sword unit, like hard mode bonus guy. If you want like a swordsmaster type unit, like, look right there. It's like you're gonna get more stats and more effectiveness than using Lyn, right? How much does Fernand do? He does a 4. Okay, we need some chip. How's Iron Lance chip look with Claire? This is perfect. I've been thinking about, ever since I played that FE6 remake I didn't like, I've been thinking just in general how I don't like rebalance patches of the main games that much, because I feel like they are a little bit heavy-handed. But when you look at, say, let's use Project Ember as an example, not because of the gameplay, but the graphics of Project Ember. I think it's really cool how they cultivated a new visual identity by recoloring the map tiles. I really like the map palettes. Like, look at this map we're currently on. This map is not like a vanilla palette used by one of the GBA games. This isn't like imported in from like FE7 or FE8. This is a unique recolor. And I really like this, like, the vibes of this map. I think this map looks good. I like the coloration. I think the trees are a nice, wonderful green. I like the colors chosen for the mountains and the water. Stuff like this. I really like changes like that. And I think that Project Ember did a really cool job in changing the colors of FE6. But I don't like the gameplay of Project Ember because I consider it to be kind of, well, heavy-handed, like I said earlier. The characters were changed in very drastic ways. It's been a long time since I played any Project Ember, but the one anecdote that always comes to mind, because it's the one thing that's just stuck in my head, is that I tried to use Fur, and I promoted her, and she gained 7 strength. And I felt like that kind of, like, FE4 style disparity between your unpromoted and your promoted class was a bit extreme for the numbers and gameplay balance of GBA Fire Emblem. It seemed out of place to me that a unit would have that ridiculous amount of gain on their promotion. I think Dorcas Emblem is a good rebalance, as every unit becomes Dorcas. Yeah, sure. Why not? I love when people just choose, like, some sort of, like, random unit that you wouldn't consider to be a popular unit, and just make them their brand. Because you seem to love Dorcas. I mean, we all know that, if you're familiar with Crash Boom, you know, romhacker and Challenge Runner, he loves Bartray. Oh my god, he's like the Bartray guy. Do we kill if we chip this way? Oh! Look, he's alive! As long as we don't crit, that could be a Fernand kill. Chapter 7, Joshua is in this map, that's funny. Yeah, the Poison Button commercial, that's a classic. We're gonna get hit by the Javelin. That's not a big deal. It's just a single hit to us. Not worried about getting hit by the Javelin. Dorcas is a name from the... I didn't know Dorcas was a biblical name. There's a lot of names that are biblical, right? Like, isn't Matthew also a biblical name? Is FE7 the secret Christian Fire Emblem? I like how Fernand has a boss dialogue here. How many Bartray ults does he have in Heroes? True. Dorcas is a woman's name. Huh. I guess that the concepts of what constitutes a feminine name and a masculine name have definitely changed over the 2,000 years since biblical names were established. I know multiple Boris people. So yes, I know these statistically average boars people you are referencing right now. I know someone that used boars as a profile picture on Discord for like 2 years straight. In fact, a ton of my friends like boars. I know so many boars. My brother likes boars. There's this boars profile picture guy I was just talking about. I know a guy that just loves like armor knights and like fat characters in like games. He likes to play like big boys in fighting games. That guy loves boars. I know so many like boars people. Like liking boars isn't like this one-off like quirky personality trait. Liking boars is a lifestyle. Boars is the CEO of sex. I mean, it's because he's got that chin, you know? So what I'm trying to do here is he'll heal apparently 5 HP from the gate, so free hits from Tobin should put him down to 4, and I'll trade the Iron or Steel Lance to Fernand, and Fernand can get the kill, and then we'll be done getting Fernand to level 7, and we won't need to use him for anything else. We can like instantly promote him in the Deliverance Hideout, and then have a Paladin for the course of that chapter, presuming we start close to the Mila statue. I mean, that's not like a given, but I'm guessing. Boris comes from Arthurian legend. Cool. So, did he have the Excaliburs? Sorry, that was pretty bad. How much defense do you have? I hit a 3 with the regular lance. Okay. Well, let's trade over the... How much will I need to hit? He's gonna heal 5. I'll need to hit a 4. Okay, the Iron Lance should have good accuracy and do enough damage. Okay, now I should make a Project Ember style FE6, but the only change is that Boris is really good and he has the Excaliburs. It's an unbreakable PRF weapon, and that's the only change. Sigma balls. Give him level 7 next chapter and not lose boss EXP. It just seemed really convenient to finish it now so I don't forget, I guess. Especially if I start near a Mila statue, then I would immediately be able to promote, and that sounds pretty good. We might not hit. Let's see if we hit. Okay. You downloaded the ROM. Neat. Yeah, I really enjoy this ROM so far. I think it's really good. Like, even if the gameplay isn't like world-changing or anything, I think that if the gameplay of a Fire Emblem was just okay, but you like everything else, then you can really enjoy your time with it. Like, there's been nothing like truly particularly bad or good about the gameplay so far. It's just been kind of like a, you know, calm little ROM for Act 1, but I really like the character art. And the dialogue of Echoes has always been good. I do miss the voice acting, but, you know, that's fine. It's GBA. This dialogue is really nice. Okay, I like the idea that we're gonna get a Fernand guide and that's going to, like, expand on him as a character. Port the audio straight in. True. Okay, so they're showing me Castle Zofia, but we can't go there yet because we have to go to the hideout first. Fernand catches hollow purple. Yeah, I don't think I'll survive that. I think that would kill him. I'm thinking of letting Fernand... I don't know if Fernand would leave with my weapons. I don't want him to, like, run away holding a weapon that I don't get back. Would that happen? Echo's units growth sucking isn't a big deal because of class minimums. At least in, I don't know if it's different in Sacred Echoes, but in like base Echoes, a lot of units can be carried entirely by class bases, and it's fine. Like, any archer can just skate on archer bases, giving them a killer bow, and they're a good unit. That's why Leon is good, despite having no stats, because he's like the archer on Celica's route. You can just mail Celica a killer bow and go sicko mode. I am Ferdinand von Aegislash. Seems inaccurate. Well, if I lose an Iron Lance, it's not like a big deal, because they only cost like 200 gold. I can get another one. So I'm not gonna worry about it. I can always try and have him trade off the, Yeah, I can always have him trade him off or something. EX map, Deliverance Hideout, okay. Yeah, but the stats probably matter more in this, because you can't forge weapons to get, like, a ton of might, and, you actually have to, like, double normally. You ginger stud, what a line. Yeah, no, I'd call Lucas that too. I think Lucas definitely counts as a ginger stud. I mean, look at him. I think that Lucas is like a really immaculate jawline. There's just something about that. Why do they have a hideout in a terror-infested crypt? Man, I forgot how much their hideout sucks. Like, how much the Deliverance sucks. So basically, they're hiding in a monster pit, and you get there, it's basically just Clive. And he immediately gives up on his job. Like, you get there, you talk to Clive, it's like, oh, thank God you're here, I quit. I kind of like Python calling me stud. Ginger stud straight from SOB. Yeah, that makes sense. SOB is like really good dialogue, actually. Okay, it's really funny looking at the Tower of Oni style tiles here. It's got like the whole the Greek roof. It's kind of cool though, having this like Greek temple looking tiles, because this makes it look like a fancy tomb, you know? Like they have all the tombstones or the caskets or something are like inside these halls. That'd be kind of cool. I guess this is meant to be like a marble floor or something. What's this throne for? Kind of questioning what the front. Oh, we have lion. Okay, so we have a defense and attack. Two Mila statues. And entombed as the boss. Some money. Cool. Do we want defense or attack? Attack seems really valuable now that you can't forge weapons, but defense stacking is also really fun. You can make a really bulky character to just brawl with impunity. But maybe I want to put attack on Claire, because Claire is going to gain a lot of speed. So maybe I want to give her attack so she can one-round enemies. Maybe we go on Claire. Maybe we give Claire a lot of attack. Yeah, the Entomb Portrait was different. We'll try that. We'll try making Claire a beefy unit. Particularly because if this is anything like Echoes, we'll get a Horse Slayer after part 1. So we need a strong lance unit to fight enemy cavaliers. So if we use Claire and we make her strong, we can have her go crazy with a Horse Slayer. Yeah, I think in a dichotomy between attack and defense, I think you have to take the attack. Claire needs it. We'll take the attack. We'll have Claire hit the attack fountain. Attack is just a good stat. Let's put a healer on each side. Acantha, there's one chest to the left. Acantha can go to the left. Is there anything else to get? Not particularly. Let's put a strong combatant on the left side. Although Gray is 11 sword, he's not bad. He is very much not bad. Maybe we could actually put Tobin back on the right. Ultimately, I don't think it matters too much. Let's just, not have a Cantha be up front, because we don't really need her. Now let's fight. I figured that if we have Claire doubling of a Horse Slayer, she could probably one-round Cavaliers, but she's gonna need to be pretty strong to do that. We have been one-rounding with magic with Tobin. See, like this. Alright, well, this is the only enemy that Luke— wow, okay, even Lucas cleans this guy. Sure. Boink. Oh, let's try and get Lucas promotion. Yeah, let's get some Lucas kills and leave here at night. That sounds good. We can send Ulm this way. Okay, well, he can't kill that. Does the Living Sword count as magic to ignore dodge? That was strong. That worked pretty well. Am I going for the Draco Shield, maybe? It's kind of cheesy, right? Like, both obtaining and using it is kind of like, you know, cheese. I'm not sure if I want to. Is this Excalibur? Nice, attack. Yes! Yes! Okay. So Excalibur is not just a damage upgrade, it's an accuracy upgrade for consistency, and it's a speed upgrade. Because Fire is 85 hit, free might, free weight. Excalibur is godlike. 2 more damage, 2 less weight, more hit. You want to promote all your units as early as possible in Echoes, every single time. You never wait to promote in Echoes because of how the class stats work. Your promotional gains are not flat gains. Instead, it's raising your stats to meet a set of class minimum stats. So, waiting to promote won't give you like more stats from promoting. Promoting earlier will get you like a bigger jump in your stats by meeting those new class minimums, and then you can start working towards your next class. So you always promote immediately in Echoes. Every single time. I've never waited. Maybe it's optimal to wait in some circumstances, but I've never done it. Is this the attack fountain? Yeah, let's visit it. Let's get attack. Although, I think I held promotion on May once because I didn't want to promote into swords and lose my ability to retaliate with a fire in enemy phase. Okay, Lucas can now promote into Armor Knight. He got a good level up too. Let's work our way to this chest. Yes, I am here to promote Fernand. I meticulously got him to level 7 last chapter. I used him as much as I could. So, Fernand is ready to go, and he's ready to promote. Wow, this guy's bulky. Maybe Ulm's just not very good with level 11 sword. I like struggling to make good use of Ulm. I need like a lot of units to combine to be able to take out this this one archer. It's so hard to do good damage with physical units. It's like you need magic to do damage at this point of the game. Yeah, I never blame people for not really knowing what's optimal for promoting in Echoes, because the system is unintuitive if you're used to doing any other Fire Emblem game that has ever been released. Promoting instantaneously can be, you know, get you less EXP. So maybe you'd want to hold a little bit. I had a lot of people comment on that section depression, because a lot of people mentioned that it's actually not terrible to give a forged sword to Celica or May in Act 3 before you get those really good mage rings in Act 4. But the default sword is what I was trying to talk about, and I wasn't clear enough in my script that while a forged sword is usable, being forced to use the default sword against your will does still kind of suck. So yeah, Excalibur is hitting really high damage, really good accuracy, really good crit. That's a great weapon. As a pretty stellar weapon. We might be able to get the steel bow one round. Let's go, Cliff. That's a level up. Get some more speed. We want you to double with heavy weapons. Okay, good. That was good. Choose Excalibur. Super consistent weapon. Let's continue hitting the attack fountain with Claire over and over. She's a good unit. We'll go full Claire pilled. Or Claire gaming. We believe in Claire. Oh, the Witches of super high res. I have very few thoughts about the Fates because I've never finished it. I've tried to play Fates like 4 times. I never finish it. Another Steel Lance. Oh, Pegachis. Is that the plus speed? Speed Wing. My Tobin's pretty good. Maybe I'll give it the Tobin. Because Tobin with Excalibur is my best offensive unit right now. And Claire won't need speed, because speed growth is really high. And Cliff has a really high speed growth as well. So I feel like the Pegachis you would want to give it to a mage or perhaps a cavalier, right? But since my Tobin is so good, why not Tobin? I'm kind of feeling Tobin. Maybe I'll give Tobin the Pegachis. That does sound like a lot of res. Sheesh, oh, can you kill an enemy? Oh my god. So hard. Okay, attack and defense. That was a great level up, so Alm's trying to improve my opinion. To Alm's credit, he's sturdy. 9 defense and 31 HP. That's really good. He's not super fast. His growths are kind of betraying him on his speed, but his attack and defense are in pretty good shape, I guess. Would be nice to have a better weapon than the Iron Sword. We've also had issues with a lot of enemies using lances, so that's been bad for Alm. We don't really care where this guy goes. Do you kill Silk? You have 4 speed. There's no way you kill Silk. So we don't need to kill him this turn. We can fight him with whoever we want. So we can go promote Fernand. Shout out to the Stone Woman. Now this gets me the Gaiden chapter. Okay, does he have 8 move? Yeah, he's fat. He's got really good mobility now. Oh, I could have attacked the wall from all the way over there. Oh my god, Silk got so much EXP for that. Oh, it's like a series, like, congratulations, you have reached your next promotion. Or it's like, you know, like listening to your voicemail. You have one new message. Your promotion is ready. Please visit a Mila statue at your earliest convenience. Let's, Tobin's pretty far ahead, so when we see these opportunities to try and juice up Cliff, we can, give him some... Because Cliff needs levels to get speed to be able to double the steel bow consistently, right? So we'll let Cliff fight that enemy. We can promote Lucas next turn, that's exciting. I still don't know why there's a throne here, just for healing, I guess? We want to get Claire Claire is pretty low level, but she has fantastic stats right now because she's fast and she has good weapons and the strength fountain. So let's go fight with Claire. We'll open that door next turn and start fighting with Claire. Let's just be careful about the archer. You have an iron bow? No, we can fight that guy with Claire, it's fine. Oh, right. I keep operating under this, like, you know, naive assumption that walls can stop Claire, and I open the door for Claire, who can do this, and, you know, you can do this. Okay. Wow, Steel Lance is strong. Claire's good now. I mean, zombies have really low defense, so that was, like, kind of a free throw, but, you know. I guess the iron bow is the best accuracy. Good EXP. A sniper from the front can reach upstairs. True. Just aim that bow up. Shoot straight up. Let's promote into night. Waste of lockpick. I've got spares. Wow! I forgot that Knight has really big class minimums for strength and speed. So I guess, not speed, I meant strength and defense. So the levels we got on those didn't matter that much. Okay, that's good bulk. 12 defense is pretty high right now. 16 attack is pretty usable as well. He's slow, but we'll have uses for him. I don't think anyone else is going to be able to promote. Sneak in some healing EXP there, and then I can kind of just grab her and bring her. Oh, do they all move? Some of them move. Oh, they're sturdy. I wonder how much defense those archers have. 9 defense! Oh, they're level 10. They're high level. Surprising. Well, I don't want to get hit by 5 million enemies at once, so let's bring them this way. And I can always choke point melee enemies in the doorway. Skeletons have high defense, that's their thing. Okay, I'll remember that. I did not realize the boss would be able to move so many more tiles than the default zombies. If I didn't hit that Nosferatu, I would have died. How much movement do you have? 6? That caught me off guard. These guys have 4. I didn't even check that. I never checked his movement range. That was extremely alarming. Good thing my Fae has 7 defense. Jesus Christ. Okay, get me out of this pinch. I don't double. But I can retreat Fae and use Cliff to block if I need to. 9 speed. Oh, we're in a pinch. How much damage can I do? I can do 9 damage with a steel bow. But if I hit, I can kill with Cliff. Let's see if Excalibur gets a crit. Okay, so if we miss with the steel bow, they'll maybe double us and kill us. Which would be bad. Does he double us and kill us if we have the bow out? No. Does he double Tobin and kill Tobin? He dies to Tobin, like he'll hit Tobin once, but then die to Excalibur, right? Maybe not. Excalibur doesn't do enough damage, and we'll use fire. No, that's bad. Fire weighs us down. We're stuck using fire, so we get doubled. Oh no. Oh, does that kill Tobin? Is Tobin dead? 19. How much damage does that do to Tobin? Oh, he only hits for 10s. So we take 10, we lose free from using fire, then we take 10. That's 20 free damage. Tobin survives. Then we pull back. We're pulling back. But can I pull back in a way that doesn't kill Faye. This is awful. I just truly did not realize this guy had 6 move, because if I pull back, I have to either wall with Cliff or Faye. Can Cliff wall with the bow? He can. So we just have to stand in front of Faye, and then we can get single tapped and survive. We can do it. We can survive. We'll get Faye the safety. We'll make a wall. We have the regular bow equipped. Regular bow equipped. Do not shoot. Keep the regular bow. Okay, we're gonna live. I've played a lot of other ROM hacks actually. I've made a ROM hack. If you want to Google Blessed Heart, it's available in Fire Emblem Universe. I'm gonna play that one on stream at some point. Show it off. Big level up on Silk. That was HP and speed. I don't really know if she... or attack and speed. I don't know if she can really use speed though, but I don't mind getting it. Random crit. Big EXP per Claire. Oh, thank you for playing Blessed Heart. Yeah, that's my ROM hack. Yeah, I never made a video on Blessed Heart because I don't know what I would do to turn it into content besides just like, hey look, I made this before I got into YouTube. I still might do that at some point. I've been like considering just trying to get like some YouTuber clout first so that like more people see it when I talk about it. Because I don't need to talk about it constantly, but it would be nice to like find a time to talk about it once. I might stream it. Okay, we are alive. Oh, you played Reverse Recruitment? Not very many people have played that. How was Reverse Recruitment? I'm really curious. I've heard a lot about people's playthroughs, like in normal Blessed Heart, but almost no one has played RR. Okay, this is the maybe kill. Let's use the iron bow, and if we miss, then we can use Tobin. Nice. You already wrote one of your previous playthroughs. Oh, that's nice. I've almost certainly read it then, because every single time I've read every single comment I got in the topic for Blessed Heart. I also read all of my YouTube comments, actually. Even if a video gets 200 comments, I guarantee you I've read all of them. Oh, I forgot to fix that bug. Yeah. It's just like a minor text bug, but it is something I forgot to fix. Because that changed during development. They originally were crit plus 15, but if I was gonna, you know, do critical force anyway on assassins, it would be a cool way to lean into link level up, to lean into snipers being a crit class and give them something really distinct in combat outside of, you know, rangers having like 2 more move. Give you a reason to use sniper. Oh yeah, Reverse Recruitment Zaze can go Assassin, yeah, that's really cool actually. Oh, I have Physic on Faye now. That's huge. That's a really good, that's fantastic. How much does it heal? It doesn't show the healing formula like it does for heal, but, that's still a really good spell. We'll see how good the range is. It has magic power times 2, or divided by 2, so presumably I can heal with Physic from 5 tiles out. Hey Vicious! Well, we were talking about snipers in my ROM hack, not actually this game. Where does she join Reverse Recruitment again, Merson? I can't remember. It's been so long since I made Reverse Recruitment. But it is somewhere late. I know she replaces... Does she replace Elias? Is she like a level 1 promoted like Mage Knight of Valkyrie or something, replacing Elias? Is that what it is? Yeah, okay. I do remember. Okay. Yeah, I play Vision Quest. Vision Quest is really good. If you want like a ROM hack to recommend someone that's kind of like getting into ROM hacks, like it's such an easy recommend because Vision Quest just has such a good amount of content and it's really well produced for an original campaign ROM hack. I still have like my gripes with Vision Quest. I don't like where the story goes. It kind of meanders in Act 2 and kind of loses itself by the end, but Vision Quest is a really fun game, and the cast is huge, and there's just so much to do. The map design's fine, too. How did you tackle snipers and archers? I can tell you how, but people didn't like it. I wanted to challenge the superiority of hand axes and javelins running over the GBA game, right? So my theory there was like, you know what? If magic, axes, lances, and even occasionally swords can have 1-2 range, I thought, fuck it. Bows are no longer the poor, unwanted child. I'm giving bows 1-2 range. Which no one liked. So. I did make some good throwable weapons to make them, because bows had pretty good stats for having 1-2 range. So promoting into bows was pretty strong. I did make some competitive like short lances and short axes to have like some mid-game like throwables to not make bows just like roll over them. But people did not like the 1-2 range bows. I dislike 2-3 range bows because 3 range ends up cheesing like a lot of stuff when it's like universally accessible on everything. I really abused the range creep when I played the Fire Emblem remake. One range being weapon disadvantage would be really cool, yeah. The other reason I wanted a 1-2 range bow is that the first archer I designed in my romhack had a high res stat and could function as an anti-mage on player phase, because archers couldn't undercut your range. Or, mages couldn't undercut an archer's range, is what I was trying to say. Be the best at 2-range combat. Yeah, I could see making it being the best at 2-range combat being a thing. A lot of romhacks I've seen try to make, like, archers have some sort of, like, really good player phase value to make up for the fact that they don't really do anything on enemy phase a lot of the time. Shut up, Tobin, nice. Yeah, I don't like two free range bows being universal. It's like an occasional longbow thing, but those weapons that have free range need to have serious disadvantages, I think. You meet Clive, and then, like, you know, seconds later it's like, I quit! Once on normal, once on hard, once on reverse. Well, thank you so much for enjoying the game that much. I will use Tatiana. I really like that she has Physic. Wait, no, it's not Physic. Fortify. In base Echoes, Fortify is really, really good in the Duma chapter because he hits like all 20 of your units with AoE. So being able to undo that with Fortify is really nice. I love that line, I'll rip the traitorous tongue from your throat and then you'll have the truth in your grasp. The dialogue is... I forgot how good the dialogue is in Echoes. It's actually fantastic. It's really well written. While I like the character dialogue moments, just the overall plot of Echoes is like nothing special. I don't like some of the new stuff they added, like Conrad feels like filler. It's like they gave Celica like a brother and just made him tuxedo mask and he just shows up and does nothing, I guess. Yeah, Lucas is really polite, so it's funny that he's spitting that hard. Keep your expectations low. I've been getting through the early maps. Some of them are pretty rough, but having early magic has really helped. What's my opinion of this so far? I'm having a lot of fun. I've been playing on hard mode. We've had a couple moments where it was like a little bit dicey, but I've been enjoying the game, and the art and the UI is like this is the best produced ROM hack out there in terms of like the technical stuff and the presentation and everything. It's just like the highest quality ROM hack I've seen by a substantial margin. Whether I'll like the gameplay the entire way through, we'll see. But the early impression of this project is, I'd say it's quite good. Berkut adds excellent voice acting to the story. Honestly, sometimes I think like a filler villain like Berkut can just, sometimes you just have a filler villain, you know? They don't need to have like, to define the story arc. Sometimes you could just have a guy. Goodbye, Fernand. See ya. Goodbye. Oh hey, it's Forsyth. I am not going to use you. I already have Lucas as a knight. Yeah, join Python? There we go. Accept side quest, absolutely. $7X. Is this meant to be a flashback? Because Matilda's here. Maybe this is the flashback. Sir Zopirus? What a name! Who is this guy? I might just not get the Draco Shield. I've never gotten the Draco Shield. I played Echoes twice in hard, I've never gotten the Draco Shield. You think this is a DLC mission? Oh, I didn't play the DLC. Okay. That's kind of a cool thing that they put in DLC maps like this. Sir Zop. Who named this character Zop? Any Zoppers in the chat? So, am I also gonna have Forsyth and Python? Because I saw I saw an archer and a soldier on the field. Dude, this guy's so evil coded. Words like bleak spring to mind. True. I guess, is this where Matilda gets captured then, canonically? So, my question is... Oh, Fernand unpromoted himself because this is canonically in the past, so it's like a cutscene version of base Fernand. That's really funny. If I use Forsyth and Python here, do they gain any experience that they carry over into Alm's army? Because canonically this would, of course... I haven't like had them in Alm's army yet. Forsyth has a weapon. Wait. That's really funny. The Forsyth. Okay, that's comedy. That's like a Project Ember kind of thing to do. Everything about Clive, Forsyth, and Python carries over. Okay. Well, the Forsyth is really good then. Because one of the big things in Ulm Act 3 is that there's a lot of Cavaliers. They're everywhere. There are so many. Right? And the Horse Slayer, your one unit that gets a Horse Slayer ends up really being like a primary combat unit in Act 3. But that's like there's now. There's 2 Horse Slayers, because we have the Forsyth. The reason that Forsyth is typically thought of to be bad is that the armor class just gets stuck at 4 move for forever, so they're really hard to get into combat. And he starts much lower level than what Lucas will be by then. My Lucas is already promoted, right? But if you do want to use Forsyth, his growths are better than Lucas in like places like speed. He can actually get speed. And his defense growth being low is not an issue because the minimum class values on Knight and Bear are really high. So you get a lot of high defense just by promoting. And then Forsyth actually has speed. So maybe we do have to use Forsyth. I mean, he kind of like obviously the hack creator fucking loves him if he has this weapon. So Barons are doubly useless, but Barons also have a full weapon triangle in this. I feel about the map design as compared to Echoes. I want to play more of the game before I have a solid opinion. I'm still really early on. I feel like some maps have been better, but a couple of them felt a little clunky. I don't like the dungeons in Echoes, so I prefer playing the kind of like dungeon chapters a lot more in this demake so far. But a couple of the open world maps had like a weird bit of clunk to them. Mostly I'm thinking about Chapter 1 has bad flow, because you have to like turn around to go recruit Faye and Cliff, and then turn back around to fight the enemy, and I thought that was a little clunky. The Armor Knights in the corners are made so you can't get past them unless you do support shenanigans. Silver Shield, Killer Axe, 22 defense. So you're meant to go around by picking either like left or right, because going for the Armor Knight's difficult. What kind of support shenanigans are you referring to? She has a heavy spear. Are you referring to getting like a crit with the Fernand and Clive support? And how much does a heavy spear do? I see. Then she'd be in range of the archers. Especially there's a steel bow there too. Oh, is that how they try to encourage you to maybe go on the right side to get a free weapon? Oh, what the? There's stuff everywhere! Hold on! That's pretty heavy. A steel lance has 4 might for 1 weight. But this would be good on someone like Lucas where you don't care about their speed. If you're like committed to the idea that they're getting doubled, then you could use this. That'd be pretty good. Where is this? Up top. Okay. The Silver Shield does not drop though. The Silver Shield is just an equipped weapon. It doesn't look like a dropped one. If it was dropped, it would be glowing green, right? There's an Iron Shield. Oh, a heavy spear. That's a good weapon. So if we go to left, we can get a heavy spear. Ambrosia. 2 defense. Left side is pretty valuable then. We get a heavy spear and we get ambrosia. But if we found a way to kill this guy, we would get a weapon, but the yellow text messes with the green text so it doesn't appear. That's a lot of defense. I could give that to like someone who doesn't care about their speed like Lucas and just make him into a wall. Because right now Lucas has 12 defense by being a knight. That would give him 19. That'd be a lot. Or use that defense to like, you know, train Forsyth or something. Well, you've definitely tempted me. I kind of want to kill that then. What supports can I make use of? Clive and Fernand. So I would gain 10 hit, 2 attack, ooh, 2 defense! This Clive support is value! It's a lot of raw stats. It's a lot more valuable than the Fernand one. Like, the Fernand one's not bad, but the Clive one, 2 attack, 2 defense, that's juicy. Okay, let's take care of what's immediately in front of me. Now use the Forsyth. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, Forsyth got tier. Good unit. How's Python? Well, he's not strong now, but, you know, I guess he could level up. Oh god, he's useless! He's so bad! No! Python, no! Oh, Jesus Christ. How's Matilda hold up into these? If we put Clive nearby, we can do more damage. Is this one... This one is just really... Oh, he's really bulky because he has the Iron Shield. Alright, he's zopping. But if we have Clive nearby, then Matilda hits for 9s because of the +2 damage from the, Oh, wait, Jesus Christ. So, this is Clive's support range. The best we can do is 2 7s. That's rough. We might have to let the Zop alive for a turn. I don't think I can take down the old Zop right now. We can take down everything else around him. Let's restrict his movements. Do these knights move? No. We can chip. We'll survive. Do we want to chip? Maybe we have to ration our HP. Clive doesn't have a vulnerary. We're actually really low on HP. HP is a resource. Chipping is really dangerous. Although is Clive's HP valuable, he's just Clive. We can throw a javelin. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill the old Zop with Forsyth. I'm just gonna bomb in. Now with this Clive support, I have the power to take out this guy. And then we can, Python can do Python things. We didn't even gain EXP for that was just sad. Oof, doubled because of my javelin. We can also just directly escape south if we're able to just heavy lance him to death. Because with a Clive support, we can get 2 more power. Oh my god. Well, I guess we can get crit avoid and defense and such if we have supports. And avoid getting crit by the killer axe. And at least put in some fat 12s for better accuracy. This is a rough map. Just because my resources are so limited and I don't want to, like, you know, limit Matilda's uses of turns and her HP, I think I have to go for this Forsyth hit. Okay, phew. Now maybe we can get some work done. Matilda. Because we always let Forsyth brawl with the sword guy there. He does no damage and we're out of range of the mage. So we can probably afford to move some people nearby to support Matilda as she does all of the work. We'll let the archers uselessly attack Clive. Okay, well that's not guaranteed. I can't do that on the offense, we'll have to do it on defense and then finish him off on the next turn. Make it safe. How's this mage do into Python? Can we enemy phase a mage? Yeah, that's fine. This is like the only thing Python can do is fight a mage. That's okay. We'll hold position. Okay, we didn't get crit. Thank you. Forsyth is absolutely going sicko mode right now. He's on 3 kills. Okay, that only would have done 2 damage. That only would have done 3 damage, okay. The supports are really coming in clutch for Matilda right now. And the enemy's terrible accuracy, of course. So we have to land this hit. The only way our strategy works for going south is if we land this hit. I'll cheese a save state. This map seems like it's like kind of fucked if you miss a single important hit. I think you just explode. It's very tightly designed. Okay, now maybe we can kill everything with the Silver Shield. That's so much defense. Maybe we can just route them out that we have the Silver Shield, right? How strong are physical enemies? They're kind of weak. Can we just kill everything? I think we could try it. Maybe Matilda can kill everything now. Maybe she's good. Maybe she's strong. Hit you with the iron bow. Nice. Yeah, the save states is my turn wheel. It's Echoes was designed for it. I'm not cheesing. I've never reloaded the save state anyway. I just made a couple safety ones for things like that. Ooh, Soma. I have to say, this Gaiden is very rewarding. I could give her the Javelin as well, and just let her be like my unit for the chapter. She doesn't need the heavy spear anymore, or at least for the moment. She can take it back if we get to the point where we're actually fighting the other Armor Knight, but that's not happening right now. Forsyth is the GOAT. Oh lord, there's more of them. They're weak though. Javelin guys are fret. They actually do what 1-2 range. There's mages as well. Ambrosia. There's so many good stat boosters. The value of this map is kind of crazy. Well, let's we only take 1 damage at a time from these enemies because we're holding the Silver Shield, so even though we're, you know, superficially at low HP here, we can afford to brawl. We're not actually particularly in danger. We can use this turn to do damage. A break through south. Do I need to escape with all of my units, or just one of them? Escape chapters are often all of your units. What? Attack, speed, defense? I mean, the attack and the defense were kind of superficial level ups there, because they'll still be below the minimum stats of Knight, which has 16 attack and 12 defense, promotional minimums, but the speed is good. Thracia escape. Who's my lord? Who has to escape last? Is my lord Clive? Maybe Forsyth is just the greatest. Any vulneraries? No. So I have like 1 vulnerary, it's on Matilda. Oh, you were joking? Okay, well. That's fine. Good item. We got to get through this death tunnel. I gotta escape self. It's getting so dicey. Emergency save state just because this chapter's really hard. Sorry, I mean, Mila's turn wheel. Let's start getting the absolute heck out of here. We'll try and get some more Forsyth kills before it's over, if it's, like, safe. There's not a vulnerary. Oh, there are vulneraries. Routing is not impossible. Because there's more healing available. It's just... being in the center of the map is the hard part. You can choke point really well if you can make it through this death tunnel. There's a javelin. Another javelin. The use of the javelins there are rough. But they're really slow. How much defense does Clive have? We could borrow the javelin and double them. Like so. Then Kanto to position. And then we have enough bulk. We have 7 defense, we're taking 7s. And then we hit them back with 2... Yeah, we hit 2 double 11s on them. Trying to get the hell out of here. How do I get Python out here without him dying? I think that I have to hold him, because I don't have very many tiles to work with. There we go. And then let's pull the hell back. Oh no, there's a mage. Okay. He's not in range. Let's get the heck out of here. This is getting really dicey. Might get that Soma the Claire and just go insane straight Claire. I might just juice Claire with like strength and defense stat boosters because she has the best mobility with her ability to fly through walls. So if we give her a really good strength and defense and make her a god unit. Only a single unit has to arrive for me to win. That's funny. I've been trying to set up this 5-unit escape here. I've been treating the map very seriously. Yo, Clive is shredding with the Matilda support. Oi! More guys. Oh, they just keep coming. I must say, getting this item seems kind of hard. We're still kicking. We are still alive and kicking. May as well drag it out slightly longer if it is viable to do so. I can kill this mage with the javelin. I'll just go there and heal. Because I already shred him with it. Like, he doesn't do much damage to me. I just need the javelin. It's canon, so it's not a ship. Yeah, I guess. We have a safe tile to just hide like our filler units on there. And we can move our Forsyth out of archer tunnel range. Although, did the archers hurt him? That damage adds up. Get out of the way of the archer tunnel. That smells like a Forsyth kill to me. Okay, the problem is all these archers are now charging us from... We're getting definitely pinched from a bunch of sides. A full route of this chapter is very possible because at this point, you can choke point the center column really easily. They definitely get in the way of the archers as well. They're probably pretty killable. Yeah, they're really killable. We might be able to drag this out and keep going. Especially because I could get, I wonder if Clive might even be able to kill an archer. With the benefit of the +2 damage from the Matilda support, we could grab the Steel Lance if we have our own Steel Lance. We're unsure about Fernand's items. Then I can have Forsyth hold the heavy spear. We are still gaming. We are holding this chapter fantastically. My strategy in this chapter has exceeded my expectations. I thought that I would be able to just like maybe kill a few enemies and leave, but I am actually kind of weathering the storm here. I've been pretty successful. Oh, even more of them. What a chapter. Okay, just because I'm not... Someone did tell me that one person arriving ends the chapter. Just because I haven't confirmed that, I want to make a save state, just in case I don't, like, you know, screw up and, like, decide to end the chapter and it just doesn't end. I gave the Heavy Spear the Python. I meant to give that the Forsyth. Okay, well that's funny. Because I could potentially play longer if I managed to kill this mercenary and then wall off the center column. Hard part's killing this mercenary. Actually. We need a Python to hit. I was asking a lot out of Python. He did hit. And we can maybe do... Matilda is a guaranteed hit. Then we just need to put Forsyth in the gap. You missed anything? We're trying to route this chapter. Okay, now the center column is now officially locked. And even better, I can heal Forsyth. I am gaming. Oh, there's even more enemies. Sheesh. I mean, it just doesn't end. Well, let's just keep killing the things that are directly in front of us. This is within 5 support range. I should have used the regular lance, not used durability there, but that's okay. This is a Forsyth kill. I can maybe... Javelin. I wonder if Python doubles that guy. Oops. I can maybe enemy phase him. I am low on healing. All the vulneraries are trapped. There's a vulnerary... Oh, there's a vulnerary right here. I can get it this turn and use it. We can keep going. Oh, the train just keeps going. Here, take this heavy spear. And we have healing! We're still alive. We're gaming it. Yeah, which did a lot of damage to Forsyth. We're gonna have to wall off Matilda or give him the silver shield. We could give him the silver shield. The mage is still really far away. They just keep spawning enemies! There's a mage on the right side. We can attack with the javelin and do some damage. Take the silver shield. Damn. I want to have Forsyth heal this turn. I'm gonna have to give this someone to someone else. What is Galzus gonna pull up? True. Reinforcements until turn 17. That's a lot of turns. More speed on Forsyth. Yeah, Luna, I kind of agree. Allowing you to get this much EXP out of this chapter is kind of ridiculous. This chapter is already extremely rewarding as an optional chapter due to the high number of stat boosting items and other valuable effective weapons, like the heavy spear. We have multiple stat boosters like the Soma. But also just being able to get this much EXP, it's pretty wacky. Attack and defense on Python, huh? Yeah, I think that I think, Thiago, is that they shouldn't have put this reinforcements for this many turns if they didn't want you to grind, because they gave you this one-tile choke point. They made a very exploitable map. I feel like it's kind of like a shocked Pikachu face moment if they didn't expect this grinding. I feel like a map designer worth their salt would have seen this coming. I'm not even like a particularly exceptional or cheesy Fire Emblem player, it just kind of happened fairly naturally. Matilda would have to go kill the mage. The mage is super dangerous. With a Python chip, I could do it. I can't allow this mage to attack Forsyth, mostly. Yeah, this looks intentional to me as well. Python holding up. He's holding up. Yeah, the reinforcements pinch from the sides has been really engaging, actually. Made this super interesting. Let's kill Clive! Oh my god, Clive hitting his thresholds. That's crazy. People say Clive was bad. But he's just perfectly set up to succeed here. If I had an Iron Lance, I could do this so well. These enemies are weak, so it's okay to brawl them like that while Fernand holds... not Fernand, but Forsyth holds position. Oh my god, more healing. See, if they didn't want you to grind, the enemies wouldn't drop vulneraries. Send one of these heavy spears to Convoy, I need that vulnerary. If anyone dies, you lose the map. Good thing no one died. Yeah, because canonically this is in the past and the characters need to be alive, so anyone being in death condition makes sense. My god. Isn't this an excessive number of Cavaliers? We're on turn 12. Colonel, we made a time paradox. Does this guy have a regular bow? Yeah, Python can outrange him. That's curious. Your Alm ends up bad. My Alm is slow, but he has a good attack and defense right now, but swords have not been a good weapon after they added in Weapon Triangle back into the game. Is it Forsyth time? And by that I mean the Forsyth. Look at it. I have to be careful. Would that allow me to kill, all of the Cavaliers at once? Would they hurt me? I have the silver shield equipped, so only the mage can hurt me, and even then, not really very much, because the silver shield seems to also give some resistance, apparently. So I can just kind of punch through with the Forsyth. Am I gonna have Forsyth ready to promote immediately after this chapter? How do I use a Mila statue? Do I have to do a extra battle to get to a Mila statue by redoing the Deliverance Hideout? That feels kind of cheesy to do extra fights, but I guess I'm already cheesing because I'm doing what right now. Not really, you know, free from the cheese accusations. The Forsyth itself gives a +4 resistance? Okay. Okay, okay. I like how he's talking about... Did he just mention Alm? You haven't even met Alm canonically. We just time paradox support. I wasn't supposed to be here this long. I now understand the not intentional claim, yes. With that support. Yeah, the Cavs look dangerous, but like, it's Forsyth, he's fine. They can't hurt him. He's too strong. The Clive defense. Okay, so Clive can go Paladin. Forsyth is too strong. I don't need... Actually, if I want to go kill that knight at the top, I do need one heavy spear. I already sent one away, so I have to send away a vulnerary. We're doing alarmingly well, all things considered. Where's the javelin? I'm gonna hold this, and then Canto, and then move Clive, and then grab it. And then throw it. No! Okay, chapter's over. So that was not intentional. But given how the menu is structured, I don't think you can play with that happening. I like how Matilda has to get canonically captured here when, I would have routed that better at the pace I was going. We just accidentally hit Arrive instead of Attack because they both begin with an A and Arrive is up top at the default option. That's okay. I don't mind. I had gotten truly so much. So Deliverance got their gear. Yeah, they cheesed that tile choke and they just took the enemy's stuff. We barely made it out alive. Literally! It's Clive's fault. Oh crap, I was trying to click on Alm so I could open up the inventory management. Because he's standing on an enterable tile, it immediately entered the Deliverance Hideout. But you can probably back out. And Forsyth isn't ready for promotion yet, but he would be if we did this, because it's a chapter of enemies on it, right? So we could theoretically do this if we wanted to just promote Forsyth for maximum cheese, but maybe we acknowledge that we've been cheesing the— Oh, Clive can also promote. I hate how Mila statues rip the Rompaya. It's okay. We already got an unbelievable amount of crap out of that chapter. The fact that we could promote Clive, too, is like, there's a lot of like potential value. Do we wait for also like a Cliff promotion, or do we just play this because we have promotions we can get, or do we like wait for Cliff and Gray to also catch up? I wasn't really going to use Clive. So there's a gargoyle. I mean, I have archers. He's not that dangerous. His res is like weirdly high. I can't leave. It saved when I completed the last chapter, so I could always leave by loading if I wanted to, right? Because I finished the guide and it made me save. So leaving is always an option. By the way, I have boosters now, right? I have. Let's look at our inventory. We have all this crap. Ooh, a javelin. That's a great weapon to get for Claire. Claire gets everything. Speaking of Claire getting everything, we have the Soma for strength, the Pegachis for speed, and the Ambrosia for defense. There's a retreat button in the map itself. Okay. Like skirmishes in FE8. So I'm gonna feed Claire unethical amount of stat boosters. So she's at 14 power, which is very high for her level, because we gave her the attack fountain and the stat booster. Now let's also give her the Ambrosia. That'll be a lot of bulk. With the Ambrosia and the Soma, that's 14 defense. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. What about the Pegachis for speed? Who could use speed? We could do, if we removed this silver shield and gave it to a different unit, we could try and meme speed Forsyth. The other option would have been speed Tobin. But I'm kind of dreaming of idea of maybe the hide shield and speed on Forsyth, because he has a good speed growth and he would scale into the late game. So like, imagine if we gave this silver shield to Lucas, and then Lucas can just be like a wall and nothing else of his 19 defense, and then we give Forsyth the Pegachis, and when he's using these heavy lances, he'll have speed. He'll gain more speed. It's okay to give him speed because he won't get any minimum speed from his classing up. He's far beyond the minimum speed thresholds of Armor Knights and Barons and such. So now he has 10 speed, and that's pretty good. He's bulky, 10 defense. Let's raise that. Now if we give him the hide shield and 13 speed. Sorry, 13 defense. Sometimes I just say the wrong thing. Do we have other weapons we can give him? We have steel lances. They weigh a bit, but not much. They weigh 1. A steel lance is a good weapon. I think a steel lance is a very good weapon. I kind of forgot that fatigue was a thing in Gaiden, or Echoes. It's like a really gutted mechanic, where maybe they meant for it to mean more, but like, the fatigue mechanic is so trivial. You just like give a piece of cheese to the meatless statue and fixes everyone's fatigue. I think people even coded in to have like favorite meals. I think that like probably had a more harsh fatigue system that they just like decided no in midway through development, but they didn't want to like undo the provision items from existing in the game because they're like loot from walking around. Actually, the alcohol in Vanilla Echoes, like the wine, the ram wine, stuff like that, has coded in fatigue restoration values, but no one can drink it because they didn't want to initiate the idea of children drinking alcohol, and they didn't give anyone like canonical ages or something, so they just you can't use the alcohol. Yeah, it was scrapped. It was scrapped. The steel lance isn't the Forsyth. I don't want to waste the Forsyth. That's my complaint here. Anyway, we obviously want to be deploying Forsyth on account of good unit. Who would we undeploy? Maybe Gray isn't good anymore, because Gray is carried by the Levin Sword, but the Levin Sword isn't exclusive to Gray. It would still be good if you promoted to Myrmidon to get more speed, but we could give the Levin Sword to someone else. Because right now Alm has been underperforming, but with the Levin Sword at least there's something he can do. So maybe we don't need to use Gray anymore. Because the Levin Sword will fall off, and what does Gray do when he doesn't have the Levin Sword? He'll just be carried by, class spaces. Like, I guess having a Dreadfighter isn't a bad thing when witches exist. I could keep using Gray for that. But I need to start making decisions about who I am or not using. Give it to the Thief. Oh right! The Thief is optional, because Alm can open chests. So I don't need her. And so I can keep using Gray. And then Python, nah, we're gonna use Cliff. Yeah, he has technically high speed, but the low skill is crippling. With bows are not very accurate. The steel bow is 70 and has more accuracy penalty at range. So I don't like Python. Cliff has 3 skill. Why do you have 3 skill? Gain some, you useless piece of... Do snipers have a skill base? Will he get skill when he becomes a sniper? I'm gonna go look that up. He has 3 skill. My god. Cliff! It's a skill issue. Okay, I'm going to Serene's Forest. Fire Emblem Echoes. Class base stats. Sniper has a skill base of 6, which is considerably lower than I would expect from a sniper. Maybe he'll gain some. Maybe we just got unlucky. Cliff. Do better. On Cliff? Like, really? He'll get there. We'll use him instead of Python. Just checking my weapons. I could give Claire like a vulnerary because Claire is good at getting into danger because she's very mobile, so she can fly really far and go get hurt. So that'll help. Otherwise, if I ever want to drop Lucas, I think I'll give the Silver Shield to Alm. But Lucas is good right now because he has high stats from being a knight. But Alm is pretty bulky, so we could give Alm the Silver Shield if we ever get tired of using Lucas, or if he has 4 move just sucks. Hey! Hey, he can use axes! Hold on. He's my first character who can use 2 weapons. I wanna buy a axe. 300? I can afford 300. I really like the NPC in the armory here. That's a unique art drawn for this game. I've never seen that before. It's really nice. Okay. And he doesn't care about the fact that the axe is heavy, because we're already committing to Lucas getting doubled by having terrible speed, because he has a silver shield, so we can use heavy axes with, like, no feasible penalty. For a similar reason, we can use steel lances. And then we have a lot of striking power, because this is a strong weapon, and against lance enemies, we could use the axe for incredible accuracy. You're right, now that you mention it, I do remember the Black Shadows of Valentia. They redrew her in Tiny. Okay, yeah, I remember that now. I just temporarily forgot it, but you jogged my memory. Okay, I'm gonna play this, because I'm already here, I accidentally clicked on it, but I want to promote Forsyth and Clive. Maybe Cliff. Does Cliff promote level 7? Yeah, I didn't mean to do this chapter, but it just kind of happened. Oh, I can actually remove Alm. Usually you can't. Okay, well let's Oh, I should have put Alm on the left side, because that's where the chest is. Well, we can just send him there over time. It's not like a big issue or anything. Okay, well Forsyth is a beast. And he just needs 1 more kill, and we can promote him into a knight, and he'll be really good, oh Jesus Christ, I'm having a skill issue. 11 sword saved me. Thank you! I feel like my units are becoming really strong, really, all of a sudden. It's all happening so quickly. Maybe the hard part of the game is over. Maybe I'm just gonna crush this game. Defense. I know that was a terrain issue, but it was funny they call it a skill issue. Lucas can, Why is there an arrow next to the lance? Like that right arrow. I don't know what that means. Huh. Oh, I can support, Tobin. Cliff loves Mage because it fixes his base skill stat. I can see that. His base skill is pretty terrible. I think it's 2. He didn't really gain any. Nice crit. Oh, you get to pick your default weapon. So I can choose the default axe? Oh, is that what's going on? Ooh, a lot of enemies. Doing a fast boy with a axe retriever. Wow, he's speedy. He looks like a big threat. Well, if we're scared, we can always pull back. Oh, that's cute. Lance or axe? That's a complicated feature they managed to code in. There's so many features to this game that just aren't anywhere near in the engine of vanilla GBA FE. And the fact that they were able to put them in a ROM hack means some very impressive custom scripting, because you have to work in assembly to do that. It's like super hard to actually make those complicated changes to the game, and all those changes they've made are very impressive actually. I think they've done an excellent job. I'm gonna fight back here with the Javelin and not put Claire in range of like 10 million enemies, I think. If I fight with Excalibur, I don't have the hide shield anymore. It'd actually be not completely safe. But I can use Physic to heal afterwards. I have Physic now. Yeah, because like there are... Oh wow, attack and speed. Thank you, Tobin. Godlike. There are a lot of assembly hacks used to create the various patches, like skill systems and such. But those are, you know, global patches that are applied to a great deal of projects. So the fact that there's a bunch of bespoke assembly work just for this project, like there's so much unique assembly for this, is what gives it such an incredibly high production value. Like all of like the character portraits hand-drawn, like the UI and coding work original to this, there's so much just so deeply impressive about the production value of this this hack. And that's why it feels like it's the best produced ROM hack I've played by far. Nothing else has come close to the quality and production level. Wow, I got really used to Tobin being bulky, but then I stole his hide shield, and he's not sturdy anymore outside of his high HP stat. I let myself get spoiled. Can I chip with the Levin sword, and perhaps then finish the job with Foresight? Or can you chip for me? I want Forsyth to kill that Bone Walker so we can promote. I'm gonna shoot down the gargoyle off a bow though. No girl wants sloppy toppy from Tobin. Alright, how strong is the bow? Pretty good. Less than I thought. I kind of imagine doing more damage. Excalibur and Zagatai are effective against flyers. Really? Nice. Speed on Cliff. Can Claire finish the job? This is the Deliverance Hideout. So this was a regular map that we played, where we got, you know, like Clive and Forsyth and all that. But then afterwards, I accidentally clicked on it while trying to view my inventory. But like coming back in is fine because I want to promote Forsyth anyway, and also Clive. So being here is fine. If I use the Steel Lance, I can definitely kill after some chip. Do some damage. Clive, can you just a little damage? I only need to hit one Steel Lance hit. Instead of both, thank you. I gotta get the chest, I guess so, it's there. Level grinding was already in Basic Echoes, so it's kind of like, you know, an accurate feature. Okay, now I can go promote Forsyth, and he'll be super strong, because he has all this speed. And we'll turn him into a knight and make him godlike. I guess Lucas in comparison is gonna be just a wall. Okay, let's go do our promotions. Here's one. Well, you can do both this turn. Now Clive has 8 move. And he'll gain a little... I think he's already at the defense stat for Paladin. Does he gain any stats here? Besides Con, that's just for rescuing? He gained a speed and some res. Okay. Well, that was a stat that existed. Let's swap so I can get to the statue this turn. Now, Forsyth is going to be a game-warping god now. Be strong. Oh, look at him. And he can use axes. And he's fast. Forsyth is... And he has the horse-killing special weapon. Well, he's going to be a godlike unit. We compare him to Lucas, and Lucas has the same attack and defense because they're just knight bases, but Lucas has 4 or less speed. Base speed. Of course, he's even slower because we have the silver shield equipped. So we need to send Alm to the left because he's our chest opener. Yeah, Fire Emblems have been putting in a bunch of level grinding ever since, like, FE8. I guess Teleus doesn't have it, but bonus EXP is pretty generous. FE12 has the, what do they call the... You can pay for EXP at base camp in FE12. What do they call it? Is it battle drills? And then in Awakening you can do extra battles, and then in Fates you can do extra battles in, like, not Conquest, but in Revelations. And in Free Houses you can grind extra battles, and Engage you can grind extra battles. So the optional ability to grind is just kind of like how modern Fire Emblem works now, isn't it? My only complaint of level grinding is I have a pet peeve where people will, like, level grind a character for, like, 4 hours, and then they'll come to you and with a straight face they'll be like, look, this character is so good. I'm like, well, no, you level grinded them. It's like, oh yeah, no, she's so strong if you just take her from 1 to 20 in the arena, or something, like, you know, anyone who's played Fire Emblem has heard something like that. Oh, this character's so good if you just level them up. And there's this massive asterisk on the phrase, just level them up, because by god, they're willing to do so much insane crap to level that character up. It's like how I used Lyre in FE10. That character is dog shit. She's so bad, right? But I maxed out all of her stats. It didn't make her good. She's still a terrible character, but I found a way to grind her. I had a lot of people comment in my Radiant Dawn videos that, oh no, you wrote off Meg, you wrote off Fiona, they're not weak units, they're really good if you level them up. And it's like, okay, well, you know, world's largest asterisk there on the concept of just level them up. You're being very, very generous with that given. I can use Physic to heal Claire over the wall. You wish someone would grind you, true. Yeah, babying isn't even necessarily grinding though. I feel like people who are kind of like anti-casual and anti-grinding sometimes forget that like babying is like not even that hard to do, and like depending on the unit and the context. There are a lot of units where babying them for like 1 chapter gets them called it's actually like kind of easy. Let's use Engage as an example. You know, like John in Engage, like your villager unit starts as a healer? That unit is so easy to baby. Because the chapter after you get him, you get Micaiah, and he can also spam utility stabs, like Barrier. Sorry, what's the blockade thing called? You can spam that, you can use Torch in the Fog chapter, and then Micaiah Mend Bombing gets you like a full level every single time you do it. That unit's easy to baby. Straight up easy. But because people tier based on efficiency, they said he was like the worst unit. Obstruct, thank you. And John isn't a unit that is necessarily the best mage. Like, Pandreo's better, sure. You could, honestly, if you get Baby an early game mage, I think Chloe does the job better than John because she's really fast and she's really easy to do it on. But John gets you a really, really, really strong mage for really low effort. It takes like a couple chapters. It's like really easy actually. But people like to pretend it's just like not viable to do that. Same with Anna. If like don't second seal Anna, keep her an axe fighter. Use Micaiah. 2 chapters, she's level 10. Promote second seal Mage Knight set. Anna's not like good because her con isn't good enough for Volganon, so it kind of like undoes her good magic stat because she can't use the heavy weapons like Pandreo can. So like the extra magic is like not actually like, you know, as good as it looks, and at some point you have enough magic the one round anyway, so having, you know, the highest magic in the game just becomes overkill. But it's also not hard to use her. It's really just not hard to use Anna in that game. And I'm speaking from maddening difficulty experience too. I pretty much exclusively play Engage on maddening difficulty. Yeah, exactly, it's an overreaction to the, it's like the counterculture overreaction. It's like, you're like too anti-casual, you forget that like the game is, you can, you know, just not speedrun, and like these slightly difficult units are like actually not like a big deal. It's like the war between the people that think Nino is like the best unit in the game, and the people that think that like the LTC style units are the best unit in the game. And I like to exist in that middle ground of trying to be normal. What's your opinion on Lapis? I got that much EXP for a chip? Attack and speed, too. Entombed are insane EXP bombs. Dear lord. Oh my god! Well, Claire's cracked. I like using Lapis. I mean, people are a bit mean to Lapis because her starting class is terrible, but if you, she can promote the chapter you get her. The only argument against doing that is the pinch on Master Seals, but if you have a Master Seal to spare and you instantly promote Lapis, she gains like 3 con and like 3 strength, and she's like good. Her like joining combat as a physical unit is really good. It's just Sword Fighter's a bad class. The Hero is a good class because you have actual combat stats, and Brave Assist is a really good skill. Lapis can get Brave Assist earlier than anyone else in Engage. I think that Lapis on Engage Maddening is still like mid-tier because she has her deficiencies, but fine unit. Fine unit. Replay the method promote Claire, no thank you. You have to promote Pegs really late. They only have a single promotion, so they can't promote until like level 14 or something. I don't know the exact level, but it takes a long time. But she's really strong right now, so we don't care. Unit guide tier is a usual tier list. I agree. I like when units are evaluated not in like a low context SAB, but when units are measured by the investment and return ratios. I saw a Radiant Dawn character guide that labeled characters like low investment, high return, high investment, high return. So like Jill is a character you need to really feed in Radiant Dawn, but she get a really high return because you have a, you know, a flyer with cap stats, great unit. Axes are the best weapon in Tellius, great unit, but high invest. And then you have your low invest, high return. Har caps all his stats with minimal effort and is the best unit in the map design of Ike's maps. And I really liked that kind of like, you know, effort return kind of tiering. And sometimes a unit is just temporarily great. They don't need to have a late game return. They can just be good for like 3 chapters and be worthy of being good there. Anyway, I've been streaming for not quite 3 hours, but we're kind of between chapters right now, and I'm just gonna play this game in 2 to 3 hour bites. So I might actually use this as a nice breaking point to say that we'll pause here and we'll continue tomorrow. I'm enjoying this game. I had a great time. I'm having a lot of fun. and it's been really fun to talk with you on the chat. But we'll come tomorrow, or sometime around, you know, 1:30-ish p.m. EST, whenever I show up, and I'll do a few more chapters. See ya! Bye!